Grand Forks, and KNRR Channel 12 Pembina, your Fox stations. Jamestown, your Fox stations.
From New York, a city known for its beautiful flora, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, Jeff Goldblum, comedian Louis Anderson, and musicians Jerry Garcia and David Grissman. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. And now, your local State Farm insurance agent, David Letterman.
Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate that. And I have to begin tonight's show with kind of an apology. If I look tired to you people, please forgive me. But I want to tell you something. It's been crazy trying to get this new show up and running. And also, I've been doing a lot of work around my house. And frankly, the last couple of months, I have been busier than a Jackson family attorney. So please. Well, I am... Well, ladies and gentlemen, our old friends at General Electric. I think you understand this by now. Trouble with an appliance? Hey, oh, no, hey, it's just... We're just kids trying to have some fun. But anyway, you know, they own NBC, which is where we all used to work. And I think now, I have a feeling, when GE bought NBC, there was a great period of austerity. They started making cutbacks left and right. And I have a feeling that the cutbacks continue at NBC, because last night, I dial up NBC's nightly news. It was a rerun. No, it wasn't. It wasn't really a rerun. No. Get that man a thigh master. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in a horrible... So please forgive me if you can. I was walking home from work last night, and I look around me and I see women, mostly women, but some men also, wearing bell-bottom pants. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, I hope this doesn't take hold, these bell-bottom pants for men and women. And now I start thinking back to the summer of 1969, which was, I think, kind of like the heyday of the big bell-bottom craze. And I thought, well, things were different in the summer of 1969. For example, the New York City Mets won the World Series. NASA put a man on the moon. And Jerry Garcia was thin. So I thought, so somebody get Jerry a thigh master, and everybody can hate me. Yasser Arafat. Boy, has there ever been a more exciting week in global politics. Yasser Arafat was a guest on Larry King Live a couple of nights ago. It was on a segment of the show called Short, Funny-Looking Guys Who Aren't Ross Perot. I thought, wow, that's something to do there. And right after they had the big peace accord signing down in Washington, I guess on Monday, now Arafat is very excited because he wants to begin fundraising for the eventual new Palestine. So all day Tuesday, he's running around Washington screaming, "I'm going to Disney World! I'm going to Disney World!" Oh, please. thought this was fascinating. On Monday night, former President George Bush and former President, I almost called him Larry Carter. That's right. Former President Larry Carter, former President Jimmy Carter, spent the night in the White House. They put him up in the newly refurbished Losers Suite. I thought, well, that's... Film director Oliver Stone, the man who directed JFK, the man responsible for the conspiracy theory there in JFK, has a birthday today. 47 years old. Oliver Stone, 47 years old today. That's right. And 47 years ago, he was born, although I think Oliver feels that his father may not have been the only one involved. I'm not sure. So we're sending him a Thigh Master as well, just so everybody can be upset with me. I was watching Maury Povich. You know the Maury Povich show? Yeah. It's called the Maury, I think is what it's called. And Maury is married to our old friend Connie Francis, and that's right, Connie Chung, exactly. So I have no idea what the topic of the day was on Maury, but here's what the guest seemed to be. It was a man who at one point earlier in his life had decided that he would like to be a woman. So he had the surgery. You know what the surgery, you know what needs to be done. So then... We have a wonderful show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Goldblum is here. Fine actor, Mr. Jeff Goldblum. You betcha. Jerry Garcia and David Christman. Also, a very funny comedian and a terrific guy, Louis Anderson, is on the show. And the Thigh Masters are on me now. Say hello to our friend Paul Schaefer. He's right there. Paul. And about Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to take a second here to give a tip of the hat, kind of a salute to all of the men and women who are on patrol for the Highway Patrol, the State Police, all over the United States and Canada. The fine job, the very dangerous job, the very tireless, very thankless task that they do patrolling America's highways, byways, and roadways.
Dave?
It's dangerous. You have my
Dave?
heartfelt thanks and appreciation.
Dave?
Yes.
You got pulled over again?
Yeah, I did. You do a wonderful job, and God bless you. It's a terrible, terrible job, and they do it wonderfully, keeping the roads and the
What
highways.
happened?
I got a little ticket. But you know, here's the deal. There is an explanation with this. I had been involved in one of those massive New York City traffic jams. It lasted about 40 minutes, where you're surrounded by a sea of taillights, and you know how maddening that can be.
Of course.
So once that was busted up, I decided maybe try and make up a little time.
Perfectly understandable.
Oh, yeah, and then now maybe I'll be doing time. But I feel badly about it. And I never know what to say to the guy, you know, when you hear that tap on the windshield.
Yeah.
And so I gave him the stuff, and then he says, you know how fast you were going? And I didn't. I had no idea how fast I was going. And I said, no. And I think that upset him.
Sure. How fast were you going?
So then... What did you say?
How fast were you actually going?
70.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what?
What was that?
So then, after the transaction, he says, I'm giving you a ticket, and I don't know what to say because you're angry at yourself for having made the mistake of breaking the law.
Sure.
And all I really said was, great. And I know he probably didn't like how that sounded either.
Sure.
78.
How fast actually were you going?
Oh, we'll get into that a little bit later.
All right.
We were talking about the big peace signing yesterday down there in Washington. Did you happen to see that? It was, the whole day had just kind of an odd, eerie, otherworldly quality about it, especially at the end when Yitzhak Rabin and Yasser Arafat were there. I guess Clinton was right in the middle of it, and there was that awkward little moment, and then finally they did shake hands.
Yeah.
And I have that at home on my VCR. By the way, those things are great. Try to get one of those if you can.
VCR.
Yeah, and I was looking at that handshake. Hal, do we have the footage of the CBS News film? Watch closely of this handshake and tell me if you don't think it's kind of curious. I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. Okay, there they are. There's the portico of the White House. There's Clinton. There's Rabin. All right, they're shaking hands. All right, the applause, people. And now look at this. What? It's like maybe we're going to have a little more than peace.
That was, I think so. That was shocking.
Is it me or does it feel a little, just a little, I don't know, stale?
It's a little musty in here, yeah.
Is it musty?
Yeah, it always is. New theater.
Oh, that drives me nuts because once you fixate on it, you're done. I'll be thinking about this the rest of the night, but it feels like...
Don't think about it.
Well, I can't. That's what I said. Once you fix on it, you can't think about anything else. It seems just a little kind of close.
It's close.
Yeah, still and a little, I guess musty is what we say.
It is, yeah, it is.
Kind of stale.
Well, don't, you know.
You know what? I can take care of this. Can you do me a favor? Just cover me?
Sure.
I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you later. Hello, boys. Nice to see you. How about those Canadians, huh? Stanley Cup. How you doing? Taxi! Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Where are you going? On your way somewhere? You got a fare?
Where do you want to go?
Actually, you know, this is, if I could just have... Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Hey, observe the speed laws, okay? All right. Thank you. Everything will be fine now. Put this up, it'll be... There it is. Perfect. You see now...
Much better now.
Yeah.
Clear.
Now it will be like a pine forest in here.
Beautiful.
We're going to do our first commercial position of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park is going to... Nice to see you. Orchestra. It's beginning to smell like a cab in here already.
Oh, beautiful.
Smells like a New York City cab. All we need now is a little sitar music.
Oh, yeah, I'll come up with that.
There you go. Thank you very much. Jeff Goldblum is on the program, Jerry Garcia, and David Grisman, and Louis Anderson. Quite a show. And I couldn't be more contrite. I'm racked with guilt over this speeding violation.
Oh, I can tell.
Normally, I always obey the posted speed limits, you know.
I know you do.
Because I had an experience like years and years ago when they decided I couldn't drive anymore
Just
for
a couple of years ago.
I didn't like that.
No, they took your license.
But I've been very good for the last 4 or 5 years, and then just trying to... ladies and gentlemen, I have here tonight's top 10 category. Look at that. Wow. Unbelievable. That little special effect you see there every night for the top 10, that set the network back about $8 million.
Oh, I can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Worth it, though.
Yeah, they took it out to that Lucas place up in Northern California. Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah,
they put that together for us. $8 million.
Worth
Hope you enjoyed it. The category, Rejected 60 Minutes Stories. Is there a bigger, more important television program in the world than 60 Minutes?
It's the biggest.
Every Sunday, as you're sitting down eating your evening meal, they bust into a dentist's office and confiscate his x-rays. The guy's loopy on nitrous oxide, and Mike Wallace slaps him around a little bit, and then you got Andy Rooney explaining thimbles. It's a wonderful show. Anyway, top 10 rejected 60 Minutes stories. These are stories that were considered and for one reason or another not produced. Here we go, number 10. How come bald guys ain't got hair? Well, how about that? Number 9, Morley fills his mouth with birdseed, yawns until a hummingbird flies in. I'd like to see that. Number 8, the president's brother might be some kind of moron. Number 7. Guys Mike Wallace made cry. That's my favorite one right there. Number 6, TV news magazines whose names say they're a certain length, but when you subtract the commercials, are really more like 44 minutes. Yeah. Shut him down. You don't need to take this. The 1970s disco group Village People. Gay? That story was just too hot to handle. Number 4, Mike Wallace is Beavis, Andy Rooney is Butthead. Okay. Number 3, is that Letterman's real hair? Listen to this, which has to date earned $60 million worldwide and is en route to becoming the biggest grossing film ever. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Jeff Goldblum. Jeff!
Walk
Really?
the dinosaur.
Walk the dinosaur. Wow, great.
That was the song? Walk the Dinosaur? Never heard that. Was that in the film?
No.
But it has something to do with dinosaurs. So.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Ed Sullivan Theater. Have you ever been here? People have been sharing stories about memories they have regarding the Ed Sullivan Theater. Have you been here before?
I have a weird sense that I've been here. Oh, I know. Do you know what I did? I dreamed about it this morning. I dreamed that I was here and that I did the show. I dreamed that I was, actually not the show, I dreamed I was backstage, that I arrived at the show and that I was being greeted by everybody, and there was a particularly striking fellow, like 6'10", very, very tall and kind of fatherly with white hair, kind of, you know, like that, and headphones on. Is there anybody like that? And he gave me a hug. He was like, he didn't say anything. Everybody was like, "Hello, Jeff." And he was just silent, and he just gave me this warm.
6'10", white hair, wearing headphones. I think you're probably talking about Biff. Where's Biff? Is that who it was? Does this do anything for you?
No. No. But I feel very warm toward Biff, and I've always wanted a hug from Biff.
Well, you want to take care of that now or after the show? We can... Sure, go ahead, hug him. Silliest thing I've ever seen. It's Brotherhood Week here now, isn't it?
I feel good.
Let's talk about this blockbuster, this Jurassic Park. Do you ever think to yourself, this movie has made so much money it's starting to irritate me?
No, I'm tickled by it. But you said it's made $60 million worldwide. 600.
Oh, did I say 60?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 600.
600 million.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think the all-time moneymaker is
E.T.
Yeah, E.T.
Like 640. So it's close. It's nipping at its heels. Yeah. It's amazing. No, it's amazing. You know, I went to Japan for the premiere. Everybody had gone crazy over here. I'd seen it once, and it's meant to be a roller coaster ride of a movie. People,
sure. Gotta be.
Going nuts. And in Japan, I saw it at the premiere, and, you know, subtitles vertically put, and they didn't make a peep. They didn't make a sound. But I looked during one of the big scenes where there's a T-Rex attack and a big scary scene, people go wild. They didn't make a sound, but I looked down the whole, this is true, down the whole row, and every one of them was going, oh. Just like that.
But
I think they're used to Godzilla. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Isn't Japan the home of the big mechanical lizard movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were weaned on it.
Now this this is one of those talk show questions, but when you were making the movie, I remember you were on the show right after the Hawaii. You were in Hawaii, and there was a hurricane coming through there.
Those were the
during
first 2 weeks of shooting.
That's right.
While we were still shooting it.
But again, as people always ask you, did you have any idea this thing was going to be like probably the biggest moneymaker of all time? You can't tell, can you?
No, you can't tell. I thought could be popular, you know, Spielberg and stuff, but really not, because I guess the big thing about the movie is the spectacle of the dinosaurs, and we saw some big...
They're making the sequel backstage tonight, I think.
Very nice. We saw some big dinosaurs were right there, but mostly...
No, not real dinosaurs.
Well, for all the world, they seemed like real dinosaurs.
Well, sure, but I mean, I don't think we want to mislead people that Spielberg somehow had actual dinosaurs on the set.
No, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
I just wanted to put that on the record, if I could.
I hope I'm not spoiling the magic of anything. It's true.
Yeah, the magic is spoiled for $600 million. Anyway, but what you're saying is a lot of it is special effects.
A lot of it is special effects,
yeah.
which weren't there, which they put in later with these new computer kind of graphics. So we were acting to nothing. We would have to go, oh, there's a dinosaur, and or better than that.
Now, but do you feel ever silly doing that? Because acting is reacting. Isn't that really acting?
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
don't you feel silly about that?
Well, it's play. It's like being a kid and playing. It's the essence of acting, I guess, playing. But I did feel silly early on. Spielberg would kind of talk us through it like a silent movie. He'd say, okay, you can roll the camera. Okay, now you're looking at the dinosaur, and now there's a big cow being lowered down into its pen, and it's going wild. It's eating the dinosaur, and you're kind of, you're disgusted, but you're thrilled. And then he'd start to, through a bullhorn, make the sounds of a dinosaur, and he'd go,
There's the genius of Steven Spielberg right there. That's unbelievable. But a lot of it is being chased by dinosaurs, looking at dinosaurs. So mostly when we see the movie, you don't see anything. So you're really having to just do all of that kind of in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah, but to me, it is magic that it works out like that you end up with a movie.
Yes, quite so.
Yeah. Because it would be silly if they forgot to put the dinosaurs in.
Tragic, horrible.
Yeah. Let's see, we're going to do a commercial, and when we come back here, we'll continue chatting with Mr. Goldblum, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Goldblum is here. Louis Anderson will be out later. Let's talk about other aspects of your career. Everybody knows Jurassic Park. Will there be a sequel? There probably will be. Do you know that for a fact?
I don't know for a fact. They haven't mentioned anything about it, except when we made the first deal, they said we may make 2 and 3, and you got to be in it if we want you to.
Can you give Spielberg an idea when you see him? I have an idea for a movie that I think would be a blockbuster. Okay. Giant kitties. Because everyone loves kitties.
That's true. That's true. That's a great idea.
You know, I'm not talking about like a big 20-pound cat. I'm talking about a 40-story kitty.
Wow. Fantastic.
There's something to think over.
Mechanical kitties.
But you do other things. I know you do, you're very popular in, is it the Great Britain?
Yes,
the United Kingdom?
Britain, yes. Yes, I did a movie there called The Tall Guy that they took to... Thank you so much. And they asked me to do some commercials there. Some commercials. So I did them, some on-air commercials. You know, I don't have any ego about it in my career. I have very expert advice, and it's like, I think of myself in the marketplace as plaid pants. Mm-hmm. That the guys say, look, you should put them here. No, it's the off-season, put them there. You know, don't do it. So they said,
you're a commodity.
I'm a commodity, and I don't get involved. And they said, you can do these commercials in England, but don't do on-air commercials here.
Now, why would you not do them in the United States?
Well, that's what they said. They said, I don't know. It doesn't make you look good. I don't know. Don't be selling something on air in the United States.
Really? Now,
yeah.
Do you feel that personally, that you would rather not do commercials in this country? The idea is you don't want anybody to see them, I guess. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are the commercials for?
A beer.
Oh, well, who doesn't like beer? and Well, what kind of beer is it?
It's Holsten Pils.
Holsten Pils. That sounds great. Is it like a German beer?
It's a German beer.
Yeah.
I don't think do they have it here?
I don't know. I don't know for a fact.
either. Yeah, German beer.
Keep mentioning it and we'll find out. And do you drink beer yourself?
I don't.
Oh. We have one of those commercials. You want to show it? Although, see, now that would be showing it.
Well, you see, I'm so unguarded about it. I mean, I've already said that I do commercial. I mean, so, you know.
See, I think it's good that you're open because I know there is a list of about 20 or 30 really big stars like yourself who do commercials around the world and never mention it. They don't want, they hush it up. They don't want it coming to this country. But you're a big enough guy to say, I did a commercial in England, and here it is.
Thank you very much.
Good for you. All right, roll it, Hal. Here we are, the beer commercial with Jeff Goldblum. Watch this.
Yeah.
Great to see you, Jeff. Jeff Goldblum. We'll be right back. What do you got coming up? What's new for you? What are you excited about?
Let me see. I just finished this movie for Showtime called Lush Life, where I play a jazz musician, a saxophone player, and Forrest Whitaker plays my best friend, a trumpet player.
Yeah. You always do nice, interesting, and in the case of Jurassic Park, big, successful movies, but always some really nice, interesting little things like The Accidental Tourist, my favorite. I thought that was great.
Dave, I didn't do Accidental.
Oh, well, then I've been slipped a bad piece of information. Maybe I've had too much of that Holstein Pils. You weren't in that movie?
No,
Who am I thinking of? I go through this all the time.
Bill Hurt. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, if they do a sequel, try and get in it. So now here's the deal. I make this terrible mistake, and the second I said that I really enjoyed Accidental Tourist, you could hear the room go dead. You could see his eyes kind of flicker with confusion, and I pursue it like you were in it, like I'm trying to talk him in to the fact that he was. He would know first, and then during the commercial, he explains it to me. His ex-wife was in that movie. Not only may I lose my driver's license, I'm going to lose my talk show license. I couldn't feel like a bigger dweeb.
Don't worry about it.
And I'm trying to say something nice to the man, and then it comes out, oh, yeah, I loved you. It's my ex-wife, thank you. Although, you know, she was damn good in that movie, too. I love to see them working together.
Sure.
Our next guest is a tremendously funny guy and really quite a lovely dresser when you think about it. He will be appearing at ballets in Las Vegas from the 16th through the 29th. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louis Anderson. Louis.
So nice to be here, especially with the Middle East peace thing. It was so great because the cab ride over here was so good. And, you know, I live in California, which is much different. You know, when you move to California, suddenly become more popular, you know, from the people in the Midwest who knew you. Hey, Louis, you living in California? Yeah. Yeah, we're thinking about coming out and visiting you. Yeah? Well, think again. And no matter where you go, you know, people always tell you what to do on your vacation. Are you going to Florida? Oh, go to that Stone Crab restaurant. They're good. Well, I don't really like Stone Crab. Oh, you'll like these. melt in your mouth. And you don't think you're going to go, but the second day there, you're in Florida, you go, what do you want to do? Well, want to go over that stone crabber? Melt in your mouth. Huh? And you get there, and there's 300 people in line, because, you know, everybody's heard about it. There's always that guy in front of you who wants to talk to you. He turns around. Hey, I heard this. Hey, turn around. I'm on vacation to get away from people like you. And you get there, you have the stone crab, and you get the bill, it's $300, and you go, 300? Oh, geez. And you realize at that moment, that's why your friend told you that. So the next time you hear somebody going to Florida, oh, go to that stone crab restaurant. I got ripped off, you might as well. That was just in San Diego, and if you go to San Diego, another place, what do they say? Go to San Diego? Go to that zoo. You know, like there's something going on there. You know, you get in the cab from the airport, you want to go to the hotel? No, I want to go to that zoo. And it's like $50 to get in. I said, lady, we just want to look at you. And what do you do at a zoo anyways? You go up there and go, what's that? Oh, Australian deer. What's over here? Oh, New Zealand deer. That's the same damn deer. And the people, when you go to eat at the zoo, the people, when you put people behind counters, that's it. They lose it. Yeah, can I get a couple burgers, a fry, and a Coke? Cindy, get up here, I'm swamped. The worst job in the world behind the counter has to be that little photomat job. You know, after the first 5 seconds, you've seen the entire store. Where do they take breaks? They shut that little window and duck down there? Hey, are you in here? Yeah, I'm on my break. Could you get the hell out of here? And you know they look at your pictures. I didn't even have to give her my name. I went up there. Oh, here. Hey. Well, I just want to say it's really exciting to do stand-up here. I was really excited to be one of the people that, well, the second guy. But I'm really happy to be here, and you've been a great audience, and I'm going to go over and talk to Dave now.
Louis Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Louis Anderson. Welcome to the big program, Louis.
Hey, it's great.
Good to have you here. Good to see you again. What have you been doing? What's new in your life?
Traveling.
Yeah? You like traveling? That's the lot for comedians'
Yeah,
lives,
you know, you
isn't it?
travel. You like to travel, don't you?
I enjoy traveling.
Every place I go, there's a storm. In Hawaii,
Yeah.
another hurricane.
You were there for a hurricane.
Wow.
Now, that's nasty business.
That's horrible. Well,
Yeah.
and people aren't afraid there. 300-mile-an-hour winds coming. Oh, we're going to stick it all. We got plastic on the window. You always see them afterwards. The house is dilapidated. Well, we're going to rebuild. The Sony's still working. It's
Well,
the
that's
same with the
good.
flood thing in the Midwest. If you
Yeah.
live on a flood area, after the first time, don't you get it?
Yeah, but I think the last time it flooded that bad was like in the 1800s.
Oh, that's it. We always see those people. There's always 4 people on the roof of a house going, what channel will we be on?
But they're survivors. That's the human spirit.
No, I
there.
love the people in the mid. Don't give. You always see the guy with the boat at his front door with the family.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, well, everything on the second floor is all right.
It's a real hardship for those
I told
folks.
you this boat would come in handy.
Louis,
I'm gonna go do some stuff in the Midwest.
You're going for the relief for the flood. Well,
that's
good for
right.
you. You're from the Midwest, the Upper Midwest,
Yes,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
All right.
Vikings.
The password is Viking.
You'll be in Las Vegas the 16th through the 29th. I saw a cable special, a Showtime or HBO show, something a couple of months ago. It was terrific, and I think people who come see you in concert are in for a very nice evening.
That's very nice.
Good to see you, Louis. Thank you for being here. We'll be right back, kids. Louis Anderson. Program tonight, Jerry Garcia, David Grisman coming out in a minute or so. Bonnie Hunt, the lovely, the talented, always easy on the eyes, Bonnie Hunt tomorrow. And Patti Smith. Smythe? Yeah, so that'll be great. Got a great show tomorrow. We have just a second. I want to show you something. You see this device here? This controls a camera mounted on the roof of the Ed Sullivan Theater. Hal, punch up the camera. I'm not completely checked out on it. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now looking at the Empire State Building. Okay, now I have some shots here. Look at this. Here we go down, right down to Broadway. Okay, that's Broadway, the Great White Way, ladies and gentlemen. Now look at this. Take it right in there. You see that topless place there? Every day around lunch, you see CBS executives filing in and out of there. All right, let's see. Let's take another shot of the buildings over there. This is the building just south across 53rd Street, and many office. See, okay. Let me try one more, see if there's anybody. Oh, what the? Good heavens. Who is that? Look at Regis Philbin. Oh, Mike. I don't believe that's Kathy Lee. My God. All right, and let's see one more move here. Look at that. Hang on. Get your medicine. Here we go. Soon, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at New Jersey on the roof cam. We got to do another commercial. We'll be right back with Jerry Garcia and David Grisman. Come on back.
$32.32.
Recorded two albums together. Here they are, and tonight they're performing a Grateful Dead song, which appears on their first album. I'm not sure. I'm a little confused here about that as well. Their newest CD is called Not for Kids Only. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Grisman and Jerry Garcia. Guys. Garcia, David Grisman. You guys sound great. Thank you very much again. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Paul. Let's check the roof cam. We have just a second here. Turn on the, okay, there's the Hudson in New Jersey. Let's go back and see if we can, whoa, get my medication, mother.
Thursday, it's the premiere.
I want to thank everybody who was...
TV 11 Shootout. Sunday, following News 11 at 10. TV 11 Shootout, as we bring together the top 10 golfers from the area. Put them in a competition that eliminates one player per hole until we have a winner. A sand shot, medium pitch, or putt. Any shot could mean victory or elimination for our scratch division players. Don't miss the KTHI TV 11 Shootout. Sunday, following News 11 at 10.